think we might be stuck on the island for a few more days. So I tell you what, I don't know if I'm cut out for this. We start today's adventure at Chumphon Pier in Thailand as we ready ourselves to embark on a high-speed catamaran over to the island of Koh Tao. Koh Tao is a tiny little island in the Gulf of Thailand, well known for its tropical coral reefs and excellent scuba diving sites. We were full of excitement for the new adventures that lay ahead for us on this beautiful island, and we couldn't wait to reach the other side to explore. Now, one thing we hadn't taken into consideration was the weather conditions for this boat ride, and whilst we thought the size of the boat would help tackle the choppy conditions, we soon found out that the initial elation of smashing into the waves can quickly change into grasping hold of plastic bags as the queasiness starts to kick in. 2 sick bags later and clothes full of sweat, we hauled our ramshackle bodies off the boat, dragged ourselves across the island to our hostel, and consumed lots of water and electrolytes before taking a well-needed rest. Good morning guys, welcome back to another video. We're feeling a lot better after that horrible boat ride the other day. This morning we're going to finally start to explore the island. We've got a full day planned of hopefully going and seeing some really nice spots on the bike. This morning we thought we'd start off with a nice beach swim. So we've got our swimmers on and we're going to head to the beach now and take a dip in the sea. Please could I get the porridge?
Porridge, yeah?
With milk, yes.
Okay.
And I'll have porridge as well, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
That tastes really good. So that breakfast altogether came to 130 baht, and it was actually exactly what we needed. It was really nice and very comforting. So now that we're all full, we're gonna head back to our hostel, hopefully rent a bike, and then start exploring the island. We've got a few spots that we want to hit up. So we're going to take you along with us and hopefully be able to rent a bike. Remember we're on the left here.
Yeah.
Fuel.
Oh, do we need it now?
I don't think we're going to get very far without it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, that was probably one of the quickest bike rides that we've done, and it seemed okay. The roads are pretty busy, but it was fine. We've just got to the viewpoint that we're going to go to first. It's called the Chumphon viewpoint. What you have to do this time is pay 50 baht per person to access the viewpoint, Freedom Beach, Taoti Beach, all together, and then apparently there's toilets and there's sunbed at the beach. So I think if it's like a good deal, then like it's alright, but I don't know. We didn't pay last time we came, but we understand that things have changed a lot since the last time that we came. They seem to be doing a lot more work on the place. The viewpoint itself is pretty easy to get to. It's a little bit steep, but not too hard, and we're just doing it in sandals, like most people that we've seen so far are doing it, so it's definitely accessible just to do in your normal clothes, so you can hit the beach up after. But we're going to climb up here, save you hearing us huffing and puffing, and we'll catch you at the top. It's extremely windy up here and there's a lot of people around, so we're just waiting our turn until we can go to the actual bit of the viewpoint, but the views up here in itself are just incredible. Travelling in high season isn't something that we're all that used to, so once we'd flown the drone and got the clips we needed, we thought it was best to get out of everyone's way. Just keeping it real with you guys, although the views is stunning, it's not always a perfect moment behind getting the clips. To cool off from the midday heat, we headed to Freedom Beach. With Koh Tao being so popular with diving and snorkeling, we couldn't not try to see what we could find. I myself am trying to get more confident in the water and practice some free diving techniques, as I must say, there is something rather relaxing about being underwater with the fish, escaping the reality of what's on land. It's now time to get some food. I feel like we've just been swimming and adventuring all day and worked up a little bit of an appetite. So now that we've got the bike, we've just driven along from where we just were at Freedom Beach and just come and found this Thai restaurant on the side of the road, and it's pretty reasonable. So we've just both got a curry. I went for a massaman and Mitch went for a penang, and mine was 80 baht and Mitch's was 100, which is really reasonable compared to where we were on Sari Beach, where it's a little bit more pricey. So I'm excited to eat this, and then we're going to try and look up some other places on the phone now and see where else we want to go explore. The place that we've just ate at is called DD Thai Food, and I highly recommend it. It was very good, very cheap, and the staff were really friendly. It's a small little family business, and yeah, they're really nice.
Alright, took us your helmet, mate.
We thought we'd come check out Tanoti Bay, and the weather is still just as bad on that kind of this side of the island as it was where we were. It's just really wavy, just like we experienced in the boat. So we've just come to have a look. There's a lot of people jumping off the rock, that's what it's famous for here. And yeah, it's a bit windy and overcast, looking like it's about to rain. So we just thought we'd scope it out because we are planning to come down here tomorrow and do some snorkeling, because it's meant to be really good for it if you get the calm weather for it. Oh my god, it is so nice out tonight. We have been back and gotten ourselves a little bit ready. I've put a nice little dress on. Mitch has put another dark piece of clothing on.
I bet people think I'm mute because all I've done in this video is just smile at the camera.
You happy?
I am quite happy, yeah.
We thought tonight we'd try and catch any bit of the sunset that we can and head to one of the bars on Sari Beach where you can see the sunset. So we thought we'd grab a beer, maybe grab some food there and go see the sunset by the sea. I feel nice and pretty, so we're gonna head there now. So good. Oh my god. Well, our sweet tooth has failed us and we've had to go get a Dairy Queen instead of another beer because we thought that was more important than a beer. So we've just grabbed one and we're gonna actually head down to the beach and sit there for a little while and then just chill out for the rest of the night, and then I suppose we'll catch you in the morning. Good morning everyone. This morning we have come down to Tonoti Bay at basically the earliest point that we could. So we got up at 7:30 and arrived here at around 8 o'clock, and there's literally no one on the beach, and it's already maybe about 8:30. We've just been sat kind of waking up because we did just get up and get out of bed. So we've just been sat on the towel. As the other day when we made the trek from the boat to our hostel, Mitch actually lost my towel from my backpack. But it was my own fault because he was carrying it, not me. But we're here. The sun is coming in and out, which is so nice. It's a little bit wavy still at this beach, so I don't think it's going to be very good for snorkeling. So I think we're just going to go in and have another morning swim. It's been a nice way to kind of wake up this morning. We've got to give the bike back at 11, hence the early start, but it was definitely worth it. There was no other bikes when we pulled up. Yesterday the bike car park was full, and then this morning there was no one. And the roads were really quiet this morning, so I think we've learned the best way to see Koh Tao is definitely in the morning, as early as possible, because a lot of people seem to go out and party. So if you're not a party kind of person, getting up early is the way to do it. I think it's time to get in for a swim. Honestly, there is something about waking up and getting straight in the water, especially when the ocean is this warm, that it just seems to cure everything. It's so nice. And it's still so clear, although it's overcast now, so it's not, you can't see how clear it is. It's still so clear and just warm. Just the water over this side of the world is just so much warmer. Like, I remember not that long ago getting in the sea for our 1,000 subscribers, and that was freezing, probably about 13 degrees. Right now it's currently sat at like 28 degrees and it's, yeah, not even 9 o'clock yet. So this is really nice. We're just deciding what to do actually. After the experience on the boat the other day, it's coming to we check out tomorrow, so it's coming to the end of our time on the island. And we could extend, but we'd be here for over another week until the weather basically changes, because we didn't look at the wind report before we went on the boat, because it's such a big catamaran. We didn't think we'd obviously have any issues, but we were definitely wrong with that. So we're now just trying to decide where we want to go, what we want to do. We kind of like having a few adventures and yeah, just making it fun. So we're gonna spend some time, probably after we've dropped the bike off, figuring out where we want to go and just kind of weighing up the options of different routes, because sometimes you can be on that boat that we were on the other day for like 4.5 hours, and if the weather is anything and the conditions are anything like it was the other day, 4.5 hours, I don't know what I would have done, but it wouldn't have been good. So that's on the agenda for the rest of the day. Plan that out. Yeah, also we've got a place that we really want to try for lunch, I think, so we're going to go there. It's been really busy and it's opposite our hostel, so we think if we go there for lunch we might be able to get a seat. So I think we'll try that for lunch. So weird, because we've gone from eating all of our food in the van, making it all ourselves, to then eating out all the time. It's kind of crazy, but the food here is just so good that you cannot complain. And this right now, just perfect. Now that we've dropped the bike off, we have come back to our room to basically try and figure out what we're going to do from tomorrow. We've had a little discussion when we dropped the bike off about what the weathers give, saying not to go tomorrow, or if it isn't, then it's going to be close to Christmas when we can leave with how the weather looks. So we've got to put our heads together, get the laptops out and kind of look to see on where we want to go. We have spent longer than we thought trying to figure out our travel plans, and just when we thought we were nearly sorted, we've just come down to book our ferry for tomorrow, and apparently they're not advising it. A ferry yesterday was cancelled, and I think, was it tomorrow's is fully booked? Tomorrow's is fully booked, but they're also saying that it's just really wavy. So now we don't know what to do, because we've just booked some accommodation in Krabi where we were going to hopefully go tomorrow, but yeah, I don't even know if we're going to be able to get there now. So we've just come to one of the spots that we were dying to try. It's called 995 Duck Restaurant, and it's just opposite our hostel, and it's a really like rustic little Thai restaurant, and they're just famous for their roast duck and their sauce. So I've gone for it with rice, and Mitch has gone with it with noodles. So we're just going to eat our problems and wait to hear anything and see what we're going to do, because I think we might be stuck on the island for a few more days. That's really good. It's called a soybean paste that they put on it, but I think it's just like just a sweet soy sauce and just smothered with duck and rice. It's really good, and it was only 70 baht, so very cheap.
Sorry about the quick change of scenery, but it was all just getting a little bit too much there.
Yeah, it's been a hectic day trying to figure out plans, considering it was meant to be a pretty easy, straightforward boat decision. It hasn't ended up being like that, because now we're stuck on the island.
Yeah, so basically what's happening is we've booked another 3 nights somewhere. So today it's Friday. We've got to book until Tuesday at another place.
Sorry.
And we're getting the boat then, hopefully, because the bad weather's meant to be coming Saturday night, Sunday, Monday, hoping Tuesday's going to be okay.
Yeah.
So,
because that's a 4.5 hour boat on Tuesday.
Yeah, to Surat Thani.
Yeah, we really want the weather to be as good as it can be. So yeah, we basically wanted to go tomorrow. We can't, and the other 2 days are just a write-off. So after all that, we've had to cancel where we were booked to go tomorrow night, and yeah, change plans around a little bit.
And we're stuck here.
Can you believe it?
Why would you want to be stuck here? It's awful. So we're going to have to keep ourselves entertained on Sunday, I think, when the weather's bad. For now, I think we just need to sort of, because it sounds what's the word?
Like first world problems.
Like it sounds minuscule.
Yeah.
The problems that we're having, but it just sort of holds your plans up, so it's a bit harder, and you have to work out stuff, and that takes time when you're trying to record, blah blah blah.
Especially this close to Christmas.
Yeah.
Too.
But fingers crossed, should be sorted now.
We've been back to the room and got ready for the night, and we're going to go somewhere where we have already ate there like 3 times since being on the island. They are actually famous for one thing, and it's their curry pizzas. So you can get all the typical Thai curries but on a pizza. We had them last time that we came, and what I can remember, they were good, but I'm very intrigued to try them again. And also because I've got a newfound love for masamang curry, I want to get that on a pizza. So we're gonna head there tonight and eat that, and I'm very excited. I've been craving pizza. Gone and ordered a vegetable pad thai and then a chicken masamang curry to share, like pizza to share, as we thought 2 would be too much, but 1 wasn't enough. But whilst we're waiting for our food to come, we've noticed that there's a Honda Gram bike parked just outside the restaurant, and Mitch really wants to get one to put on the back of the van. So I want to know what you think about us putting a bike like that on the back of the van, or potentially a different van. What do you think?
It's a great idea, and don't say anything otherwise. You know it's a great idea.
It would be fun. Yeah, I'm not opposed to it. Okay, so it's even got potato on it, like a typical masamang curry, which is so funny. feel like this would be like the ultimate after drinks, like pizza. Right. Oh my god. That is so weird. But it works so well. There's even nuts on it. That is really good.
Well, that was very nice.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. You not so much.
No, it was one of them meals that it was nice at the start rather than at the end.
Yeah, but still really good to try, and I highly recommend going to Choo Choo Thai Pizza restaurant here in Koh Tao.
And for those of you that are curious, it was £7 altogether. So very cheap for a pizza
Very
at
cheap
Thai.
and very good. Today we are hopefully finally leaving Koh Tao. It's early in the morning and we're about to start the first leg of the journey, which is just getting from where we've stayed in our hostel to the pier, which is about a 30-minute walk. So we're going to get there now and hopefully the boat's still running. We've picked up some bagels from the bakery and we're going to start the journey hopefully on a good note.
The sea's looking nice and steady and the wind's hopefully dropped, so should be okay.
Yeah, we've just seen some dive boats going out, whereas yesterday all boats, even the catamaran that we should be getting this morning, was all moored up. So I've seen some movement, so hopefully that means that we're all back in business and we can get off this island.
It is absolutely packed in here.
I don't think there's any organisation either, really. There's just a lot of people everywhere.
Attention please for all passengers who are holding a pier ticket to Donsak Pier, Surat Thani Airport, Krabi, Lyle and Phuket. Today our boat arrived at 10:40.
We finally got our tickets, but as you maybe heard, our boat is delayed until 10:40, which is over an hour away. So we've just got out of the chaos and we're gonna go to a cafe and just sit because it's going to be a lot of waiting around today. To top it off as well this morning, my mosquitoes bit me on the forehead. Yeah, that's great. But I don't know if you could tell how hectic it was in there. It was so hot and everyone doubles in size because they've all got the backpacks on and there's kind of no indication, everyone's kind of pushing in. And on top of that, I'd taken 2 travel sickness tablets which we were able to get on the island before we left our hostel this morning, and from last time I remember having them, they're very drowsy and that's one of the side effects, especially if you take 2. And I've taken them and I feel like, yeah, wavy, like drowsy. So I'm hoping just being able to sit up here. We've just come to a cafe just right by the pier and come upstairs where it's quieter. So hopefully that means that we can just chill here, recuperate before the chaos starts again, because you've got to go back down there to try and get on this boat that's crazily delayed. But it's just going to be one of them days. I tell you what, I don't know if I'm cut out for this. I know it's so silly, but yeah, after being in the van and being able to be on your own time schedule and all of that, just being here and just being kind of told and not told what to do, yeah, it's a lot. And I do not like being in situations where there's that many people. I'm very, very not good at them situations. But we're out. We're on the way up. We're positive. We're not going to get seasick. I can take more tablets if I need to. It's all good. It's all good. I just hope Mitch has got a good drink coming for me. I didn't even say what I wanted. What did you go for?
Ooh, mixed berry. That's really nice. We should hopefully be boarding now. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. And now it starts only like 2 hours later than originally planned.
Hopefully we get a seat. That's the only thing I'm worried about. Plus there is a lot of people here.
It looks like the whole island is leaving on this one boat.
Yeah, this should be fun.
Phuket here. Surat Thani, Krabi, Phuket, please.
We're off. Let's hope that this one was better than the last one.
Yeah,
If Martha's got a sick bag in 2 minutes time. then you know it's going to be a rough time.
Don't even put that out there. Our time in Koh Tao has come to an end, and never did I think we'd arrive somewhere and be unable to leave when we'd planned. But that's the beauty of backpacking, to expect the unexpected and embrace whatever obstacle is thrown your way. I must say though, after this morning's social encounter, my anxiety was already pretty high getting onto this boat. Luckily, Mitch made a great last-minute decision to go sit up on the top deck. Being able to breathe in the fresh air and gaze at the horizon made for a surprisingly peaceful 4.5-hour journey. A journey that I'd been stressing about since arriving on the island. With the main worry out the way, a 2.5-hour coach journey felt like light work. A little bit of shut-eye and reading later, we soon arrived at our final destination. Well, kind of. It's just gone 7. And that means we've nearly been travelling for over nearly 12 hours, which is crazy. Feeling pretty good, but we have tried to get a taxi, as on the bus they came on and tried to get everyone to book onto their minibus for 100 baht per person, and they were basically just going to round us all up into minibuses. And then we could see that you could get grabs for cheaper, but the grabs don't seem to be picking anyone up at the moment because it's so busy. So we've decided to walk instead, to make the journey longer. It's about a half-an-hour walk, and just save us that 200 baht, and being in another moving vehicle, it's kind of good to stretch your legs. And hopefully we'll get to the hostel and check in and be sweet.
Yes, that's it.
Matthew.
Yeah.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. We were meant to check in 3 days ago.
Yeah, I know already.
Yeah.
We talked to you by the message.
Yeah.
Okay, you follow me, please. Yes. Sorry.
It's okay.
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 Yeah.
Okay, anyway, okay, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
See you later when you come down to say your name.
Okay,
Yes,
thank
thank
you.
you.
See you.
Oh, I like when they're really nice. Oh, I'm glad we're here now. This is quite a nice room as well.
After nearly 12 hours of travelling, we've finally made it to Krabi, and we're now checked in at a really nice hostel actually.
Yeah, it looked really rough when we were coming around the corner, but the ladies were really nice.
And I am just noticing though, my sunburn from sitting on the boat. I don't think I applied my sun cream very well.
You are a numpty.
So hopefully that would go on by the morning. You're looking a bit pink too.
Yeah, well, I didn't have any sun cream on my face, that's why I had my hat on the whole time.
Yeah.
But yeah, we saw a place on the way in, and it's just a little stall by the side of the road, so I think we're just going to head there and hopefully get some food. The one pot noodle, barbecue sauce, yes, thank you. We've gone for wonton noodle with barbecue pork. Sounds nice.
We thought we'd try something a little bit different and fully immerse ourselves now that we're in Krabi, and just this is the first place that we saw when we walked to the hostel, so we naturally just came back, and thankfully they had English underneath the pictures, but just pointing at them normally helps because the rest of the menu is in Thai, and I tried to translate it but it messed up completely. So hopefully this is good. It's fun sitting on a chair, plastic chair again. Yeah, this looks fun. I haven't had wontons before. And then they've just come round with, because there's a water pitcher here, so he's just come round with some ice in a glass straw. It's very nice. This is fun. After a freshen up and a proper meal, this is what we had to say for the outro. It's safe to say the travel day had fully caught up with us. So if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Please give us a comment to let us know if you did. If you've not yet caught up with our Thailand series so far, I'll leave a video for you to watch next.